clearing the way, bringing the lights, grounding the lights. Do any of those phrases resonate with you? If so, this could indicate which wave of twin flames you are a part of. In this podcast episode, I am going to be sharing with you the 3 waves of twin flames, because understanding and identifying which twin flame wave resonates most with you can actually shed a lot of clarity, a lot of lights on why you have experienced certain series of events, situations, or even painful events within your life or within your twin flame connection. But before I get into these 3 waves of twin flames, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. When we talk about twin flame waves, we aren't so much talking about physical earthly timelines as much as life paths. Timelines that don't move necessarily in a linear fashion, meaning we aren't talking about a first wave of twin flames going through the twin flame journey at an exact time on our earthly timeline, and the second wave coming after them in terms of time, but more so that these 3 waves of twin flames are somewhat like 3 sides of a triangle. Each wave reinforces one another, and as a result, this mutual reinforcement of each wave of twin flames that is taking place simultaneously in terms of earthly concepts of time means that we are capable of more rapidly raising the vibration of collective consciousness through the modality of twin flame connection, through this experience of unconditional love, through connecting with our twin in this lifetime. With that being said, each of these waves is by no means concrete. This means that as I share about each wave of twin flames, you may find yourself resonating with certain aspects of one wave and certain aspects of another wave. This is because they tend to overlap one another, and also because, simply put, nothing is set in stone on this journey. There is no 100% accurate guidebook to being a twin flame that exists externally, because each of us has unique soul intentions that we created with our twin prior to incarnating here on earth. And we are guided to these soul intentions through our internal compass, through our intuition. So always use your own soul's intuition above all else. So the first wave of twin flames, we could coin the theme of first wave twin flames as clearing the way, because first wave or twin flames tend to choose to clear out very heavy, very dense karmic patterns. These large energetic blocks of karma is one way to conceptualize it visually. these karmic blocks that first wavers come to clear tend to be related to many different areas of life. They tend to be much broader in scope than the second two waves of twin flames. Because of this, twin flame first wavers do require a lot more physical support structurally in the 3D and in terms of their relationships. Because of this, first wavers tend to connect more easily with soulmates earlier in life. They may have a strong group of friends or classmates who are parts of their soul cluster or soul family. They may have certain soulmates within their literal physical family. And also, very often, first wave twin flames do find themselves in a long-term romantic relationship with some form of romantic soulmates that carries a lot of life partner energy. Usually, this first wave of twin flames finds themselves in a long-term marriage or partnership with someone who is very supportive of them, and through this support, who is assisting them in clearing out these very dense karmic energies that they come here to clear. Now, this person that they end up marrying or being with for a long period of time could be possibly their twin flame, or could be a different level of romantic soulmates or a life partner situation. But regardless, this long-term connection for them tends to be very warm and very supportive. Again, this is by design because first wave twin flames tend to require this kind of supports along such a challenging and arduous life journey in many other aspects and respects. Very often, first wave twin flames will actually encounter or meet their twin flame in the physical very early in life. It's often the case that first wave twin flames will live in the same hometown as their twin counterparts. They may be classmates, they may go to the same school. They usually have some type of an awareness of one another, often even through childhood or through their teen years. At the very least, by early adulthood, there is some awareness of one another in the physical that is generally established between first wave twin flames. However, what makes first wave twin flames unique is very often, although there is this awareness of one another, because of the very dense, very heavy karmic energies that surround first wave twin flames that they come here to clear, it can be more challenging for them to consciously recognize one another as twin flames. So this means that it's not uncommon for first wave twin flames to hold this awareness of one another, this somewhat familiar bond, without fully becoming conscious of the fact that they are twin flames until much later in life. It's very often the case that first wave twin flames will go through decades of their life in some other form of relationship or love connection and won't reconnect with their twin until much later on in their lifetime. This is also because first wave twin flames tend to experience a spiritual awakening later in life. So very often, twin flames will awaken in the first wave around midlife, so 50s, 60s, 70s, or even beyond. They will go through this intense spiritual awakening process once they have already cleared out decades of heavy, dense karmic situations that could be associated with their family growing up, with their life path, or with their life circumstances generally. And at this point, this is also typically when they reconnect consciously with their twin flames. So again, although first wavers tend to share an awareness of their twin early in life in the 3D, they tend to reconnect in a powerful way to spiritually activate one another to a deeper degree around midlife. Now, because of this, oftentimes there tend to be more obstacles for first wave twin flames when it comes to physical 3D reunion with one another. This is natural because very often they have each become very entrenched, very established in certain pre-existing marriages, commitments, romantic connections. They may even have a family with another partner besides their twin flame when they do reconnect more consciously at this point in midlife. Because of this, although of course it is never impossible for twin flames to reunite when that is your soul's intention for this lifetime, many first wave twin flames may opt to have a more unusual form of 3D reunion with their twin. Now, I use caution when broaching this subject specifically because only you can know your soul's desires, your soul's intentions for this connection, and for what physical reunion will look like for you personally. If you hold within yourself a pure soul desire to experience physical reunion with your twin, then that is something that is accessible to you. I am simply speaking to the fact that some first wave twin flames do not have the desire to necessarily have a traditional form of marriage and that sort of physical reunion state with their twin. They may desire more of a reunion based on partnership, based on a strong bond of friendship and amicable connection with one another. Now, of course, that's not to say that the romantic attraction and pull won't be there for twin flames in the first wave, because of course it will be. And also, of course, many first wave twin flame couples do reunite fully physically in the traditional romantic sense in this lifetime as well. I am just speaking to the fact that very often first wave twin flames are presented with more heavy, more challenging obstacles to achieving the traditional romantic reunion state with their twin flame. Now, second wave twin flamers we could refer to as bringing the lights. Second wave twin flames tend to, as the theme suggests, of bringing the light, they naturally carry a lot of light within them to this planet, meaning that they are naturally highly creative and passionate, usually from a very early age in life. Many of these second wave twin flames will resonate closely with the idea of being a light worker and being a starseed. Now, of course, that's not to say that the other waves of twin flames won't resonate with that term. It just happens to be that second wave twin flames tend to consciously connect more closely with the idea of light work, of being a starseed, with their more spiritual identity, even outside of the twin flame path. Second wave twin flames do tend to spiritually awaken earlier in life than first wave twin flames. So very often, second wave twin flames will awaken somewhere in their 20s, 30s, or 40s. Typically though, if they awaken in their 20s, it does tend to be late 20s that they go through this awakening. So late 20s to 40s for second wave twin flames is when they tend to wake up more consciously. They tend to share a more unconscious connection with their twin flame. And what I mean by that is first wave twin flames tend to meet or connect in the 3D with their twin in some capacity very early on in their physical lifetime. Whereas for second wave twin flames, they may not meet their twin flame physically prior to their spiritual awakening, but there is this very strong sense of the soul connection that they share with their twin. And because of this, through their creative passions, hobbies, projects, however second wave twin flames are expressing their creativity, whether they realize it or not, they are actually channeling both their higher self and their twin's higher self through these creative endeavors. So their twin flame is actually very active and present with them through whatever modality they use to express themselves creatively, even prior to being conscious of the fact that they are twins. For second wave twin flames, they do still come to clear out karma on this planet. However, because their main goal is to bring down the light, meaning to express themselves creatively, to pursue their creative passions, to really exude that passion and creativity and that light within them, they tend to experience karma most strongly and specifically around love and romance. So whereas first wave twin flames do tend to find themselves in very stable, long-term, committed romantic relationships that carry a lot of life partner energy, oftentimes for second wave twin flames, they will experience early in life this kind of rapid fire karma. So very often by the time second wave twin flames hit their early 20s, they already have this feeling as though they've lived 10 lives in one, especially by the time of adulthood. So by their 20s, 30s, or 40s, they feel like they have lived so many different lives, because often there's this feeling of having played many different roles, been in many different places, or had many different kinds of relationships. For second wave twin flames, prior to meeting their twin in the physical, they tend to also experience this kind of crash course around love and relationships. So very often they will find themselves in many different forms of romantic connection prior to meeting their twin that assist them in clearing out karmic patterns specifically related to love and relationships. But second wave twin flames do tend to carry a very strongly independent kind of energy. Some of them may be hesitant to actually settle down romantically with one person. However, many of them will still end up in some form of established long-term relationship prior to meeting their twin. Again, this all kind of depends on your unique soul intentions for this lifetime. Now, when they do meet their twin flame, second wave twin flames tend to experience a very hot and cold kind of connection with their twin. They tend to feel as though they're weaving in and out of one another's physical reality. And very often, the reason for this is because both they and their counterpart choose to clear out karma that is directly related to love and relationships specifically. So as a result, they can feel as though both of them are kind of entangled in karmic relationships, energies, patterns, or situations that are related to love and can seem to present an obstacle to them being able to fully stabilize this connection and come together in a committed, long-term way in the physical. Now, the third wave of twin flames we could refer to shorthand as grounding the lights, or alternatively stabilizing the lights, whatever connects with you personally. Now, this grounding and stabilization for third wave twin flames means that they come in with a somewhat different energy from waves 1 and 2. Third wave twin flames tend to come in with a kind of restlessness about their energy that could almost be characterized as anxiety by some who don't fully understand it. This is because third wave twin flames have a very strong sense of themselves, of their creative passions, of their ideals very early in life. However, with that being said, they tend to have a lot of difficulty grounding this very high level energy that they come to this planet with. Hence the theme of their lifetime, their incarnation, grounding the lights. So while third wave twin flames may feel as though they knock through a lot of family karma and even other forms of karma early on in life, they may also feel a kind of anxiousness and again a restlessness that tends to pervade their life. They may find it very difficult to fully assimilate into one specific area of career, into a certain relationship, into a certain job, or even a physical location. Third wave twin flames tend to move around a lot, whether it's in their career, whether it's in switching jobs, switching locations, changing relationships. They tend to be characterized as having more of a flighty energy, but not flighty in the negative connotation, the negative sense we take it to mean collectively, but more so in the fact that they carry this very high level, passionate, idealistic, creative energy that they are here to learn how to ground and how to stabilize. In terms of spiritual awakening, third wave twin flames do tend to awaken much earlier in life than the first two waves. So very often, first wave twin flames will actually awaken in their late teens to early 20s, and some third wave twin flames do even awaken earlier than that. And because of this, their spiritual connection with their twin is felt in a stronger way earlier in life as well. They may share very profound, seemingly unexplainable, esoteric, astral realm or dream state experiences with their twin early in life, even if they don't meet them in the physical right away. And when they do meet their twin flame in the physical, there is this almost instantaneous recognition of one another that then leads into this somewhat chaotic, almost volatile form of connection with one another, because the energy is so powerful and so intense that while they are both very much aware of this connection and of their identity spiritually, they can find it very difficult to ground, to stabilize this intense energy that they are consciously feeling with one another. Now, because of this, third wave twin flames do tend to stay more active in the 3D lives of their counterpart, of one another. And in fact, some third wave twin flames actually reunite physically, and then after physically reuniting, early on in their connection, may separate again physically and then come back together and repeat this process. This is because first and second wavers clear the way, clear the space for third wave twin flames to be capable of connecting more consciously with their twin in the physical. However, it's still very challenging to ground, to stabilize this very intense, high level energy. And this is a key component of what third wave twin flames come here to learn and to do. So there is so much to be said about all three waves of twin flames, but consider this an introductory video on twin flame waves. Let me know in the comments which wave resonates most with you. If you are connecting with any of the waves, do remember that there can be quite a bit of an overlap between the three different waves. This is not a concrete science. This is more like a collective trend of energy or a collective generalization. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. If you are a twin flame, I would also highly recommend taking a look at my sound therapy and energy clearing tools on my website, soundandsoulful.com. As you can see on the screen, on this website, I've created over 100 powerful subliminal meditations for all areas of life, but specifically for twin flames, I would most highly recommend my subliminal for 7 chakra twin flame clearing. This will really assist you in deeply uprooting and clearing out any energetic blocks you or your twin may be storing in any of the 7 main chakras or energy centers in the energy body. This will assist you in clearing your energy and magnetizing yourself and your twin together in deeper connection in the physical and 3D world. So the link to this 7 chakra twin flame clearing is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.